We are getting set for middleweight action as Winnipeg's Chris Stranger takes on Chase Degenhardt.
Okay, protect yourself at all times. I want a good, clean, hard fight by both of you. Obey my commands. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now.
Oh, and Chris Stranger does not want to touch gloves with Mr. Degenhardt. A little bit of bad blood here, Robin Black.
The Stranger is an intense dude, and he comes roaring out at the beginning. Look at him. He is ready to go.
And right away, he comes in and he goes down. Degenhardt lands a shot, and he smells the blood. He's in the tie plum. Some big shots now by Degenhardt. Knees right up the middle, and Chris Stranger could be in big trouble right here.
Chris Stranger is in deep trouble. Man, he came roaring out there, and he ate a huge punch, and then some big knees from Chase Degenhardt, who is a bad man when it comes to Muay Thai fighting.
Degenhardt now in side control. Stranger trying to get back to the full guard, and he impressively does.
Stranger is a tough dude. We have seen him in some wars here in Winnipeg before. Even in his only loss to Jay Alexander, it was a 3-round bloody war. This guy is hard to put away.
And Stranger looking for the single leg takedown. Degenhardt trying to stuff the takedown. But Stranger committed. Very good job indeed by the Winnipeg individual.
Committed is right. Stranger commits to everything he does. Look at the intensity in his face. He fights for 15 minutes like that. And, you know, he will not take a step back. He's great on the ground, but he just loves to scrap, so he keeps coming forward.
Stranger trying to dig it. Eats a knee for his efforts.
Man.
Another knee up the middle by Degenhardt. And it looked like Stranger was trying to go for a throw.
Degenhardt's knees are vicious. He's landed 5 of those straight to the skull of Stranger, who started the fight on his back, kind of confused as to where he was. So, I mean, Stranger is a tough dude.
And of course, Stranger in the black shorts, Degenhardt in the camo shorts, and now Degenhardt has the full mount. Chris Stranger in a lot of trouble right now.
One thing Stranger has...
And Chris Stranger tries to switch the position. And good job by Degenhardt to stick with this position.
Yeah, Stranger didn't end up on top like he hoped to, but he's no longer mounted. He's got a half guard out from the bottom. He's got him nice and close to him. I mean, he's great on the ground. He's got a lot of skills down here. So this is, again, he's going to look for that sweep.
And hopefully trying to escape out the back door, but he eats some punches. Again, a bad spot, and I'm surprised Degenhardt didn't sit back for an armbar there, but I think he's content to just posture up and punch.
Degenhardt likes to hit guys. That's what he does. He has 5 wins, 4 of them are by TKO, and he just likes to pound dudes.
And Chris Stranger does escape out the back door, and the crowd here, very appreciative.
They love Chris Stranger in Winnipeg, man. This guy, he fights on CFC all the time. He's really proud of his native heritage, and there's tons of guys that come out to support him. He's a great fighter and a great feature of CFC all the time.
You gotta love a guy that's willing to stand and trade, even if he doesn't have the most technically proficient skills.
Well, he'll outclass a lot of guys on the ground, but he'll stand up and trade with them. I mean, look at the knees he's taken to the face, not to mention that huge shot at the beginning. And the guy is still standing there throwing.
And he lands a shot of his own. And the crowd responds. Some big shots by Chris Stranger. But Degenhardt responds.
The Stranger just landed a huge left hook, too. I mean, this guy, he's like a Terminator. You have to really finish him.
Oh, and he eats a big knee once again, but he responds. Coming forward, throwing with reckless abandon. Man,
this guy, like, you have to put him unconscious. You have to choke him out. Oh, here comes another knee. Well, he knew that one was coming. But, man, he's got so many weapons. His great jiu-jitsu. He's a tough guy. But it's really his heart and his gameness that makes him so dangerous to fight.
And again, he throws some big shots. And he gets stuck in the clinch, and he punches his way out of it. And again, you got to respect a guy that tries to come out to entertain the crowd.
Yeah, he is not afraid of the shots that he's taken. And Degenhardt has got some marks on his face, too. I mean, this is just a war.
And it is the knees of Degenhardt that is, his biggest weapon in this fight, for sure.
Yeah, and he's got to keep using that. He's landed every knee he's thrown, which is a really rare situation. So he's got to keep working that. But Stranger's starting to work the jab in the left hand now.
Stranger finding a way to get through the guard of Degenhardt.
These are the kind of fights that anybody can understand. Look at this.
Both guys landing with big shots,
And
but again, that knee of Degenhardt is very destructive.
He digs with it too, and he's a big, powerful man with a great experience in Muay Thai. So, I mean, each one of those is finishing any one of us sitting on the couch at home watching this right now. So, Chris Stranger is just an absolute warrior.
And you just have to sit in amazement that Chris Stranger continues to move forward after eating all those shots.
Just unbelievable.
As we take a look at the action from that beautiful round.
Look at the beginning. He comes roaring across and bang, left, and it just puts him to the ground. A crazy start to a crazy round. And look at these knees. That knee is vicious, and now here comes another one. Bang, right in the face. Stranger the Stranger's toughness is the story of this round. Look at some of the damage that Degenhardt's doing. I mean, he is a big, powerful guy, and Stranger's taken everything he has. Look at this, and it just kept coming.